My God, it's week 11 already. What happened? The season just got started and we're already at week 11. Well, the talk of week 11 is TCU at Texas. TCU, of course, having an excellent season so far, coming into this game Saturday in Austin, ranked number 4 in the country, and rightly so. University of Texas having a nice rebound season. They are sitting at a 6-3 record right now, and they seem to be firing on all cylinders after an impressive road win at Kansas State in Week 10. Now, of all of Texas's games this season, this regular season, the TCU matchup has to be, if not the biggest, certainly in the top 2. The early season game against Bama, in addition to being two blue bloods battling it out on the gridiron, was more of a progress check for the program. Texas trying to find out how much progress they had made on their way to the SEC. I think most people were impressed by their effort in that game. This game, though, is much different. Texas, deep in the Big 12 gauntlet, they are playing for a shot at the Big 12 championship. Now, Texas has a 6-3 record. They're ranked number 18 in the country. And the biggest knock on them so far is that they have trouble holding halftime leads. Well, in this particular game, I'm going to flip the script because in this matchup, I see Texas coming back to win by a score of 37-33. In my estimation, Texas starts slow but comes back in the second half and wins 37-33, putting themselves in the driver's seat for the Big 12 championship game. Other matchups, Friday night, Colorado at USC. I don't expect this game to be close. USC wins 42-14 over the Buffs. Moving to Saturday, into the Big 10, Indiana at Ohio State. I've got the Buckeyes bouncing back after a disappointing performance last week. Ohio State beats Indiana 38-10. LSU at Arkansas, little SEC action. Brian Kelly, very complimentary to Arkansas last week. I think LSU wins this game 38-21 in Fayetteville. Navy versus Notre Dame in Baltimore, always a staple of the college football season. In this particular matchup, the Irish continue to roll. They win 35-14 over the Midshipmen. Oklahoma and West Virginia, two teams trying to get to bowl eligibility in Week 11. Who saw that coming? Not many people. In this Big 12 matchup, I've got OU coming out on top by the score of 28-22 at West Virginia. This could be a very, very close game throughout. Alabama at Ole Miss, going back to the SEC. Alabama with a very tough loss last week to LSU. In my estimation, they bounce back on the road in a very tough game. I've got the Crimson Tide winning 27-24 over the Rebels of Ole Miss. Iowa State at Oklahoma State, making our way back to the Big 12. Oklahoma State has been hit by the injury bug. No one really knows if Spencer Sanders is going to play. No one really knows if they're going to have their full complement of wide receivers. I think the injuries make the difference. I've got Iowa State winning 35-31 over the Cowboys in Stillwater. Nebraska at Michigan. Michigan is a very good team. We're going to find out how good a little bit later on in the season. I think they win this game handily, though. Michigan 42-21 over the struggling Cornhuskers. Going to the SEC again, Georgia at Mississippi State. Georgia looked very good against Tennessee. I think they continue to look good. They beat Mississippi State in Starkville by a score of 35-23. Washington at Oregon, a packed game at 6 p.m. Central. How cool is that? In what is certainly the two best teams of the Pac-12 North, I've got Oregon and Bo Nix squeaking out a 27-24 victory in Autzen Stadium. Florida State at Syracuse. Syracuse, one of those really fun teams to watch, especially early on in the season. They've dropped a few games in a row. They seem to have hit a brick wall. In this particular matchup, I've got Florida State coming out on top, 45-35 over the Orange. And finally, a little Pac-12 after dark, Arizona at UCLA. I've got UCLA winning 27-21. Taking a look at the record last week was an impressive 12-1 for me, bringing the overall record up to 84-36. we'll see if that streak, that hot streak, continues this week. In any case, I hope you are doing fine whenever and wherever you're at. I hope you enjoy a lot of college football in this week 11, and I'll be back on Sunday to talk about all the crazy results. God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.